Hey everybody, welcome back to Church Communications. I'm so glad you can join us. My name is Katie Allred. I'm the founder of Church Communications, and today I'm so excited because I'm joined with my friend Kevin Hurdle. Kevin has worked at churches, and he's currently working right now at Outreach. And I wanted to bring him on and kind of talk about church social media today. He knows a lot about it, and so I'm really excited to just get some insight from him. So, Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Katie. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Very honored to be able to chat with you and the group. You guys are doing some crazy cool stuff. Like I love seeing all the posts in the group that are just like, hey, we did this cool idea for Easter, and this is what we're gonna do for Mother's Day and stuff. And it blows my mind how creative everybody in the group is, and so I'm grateful to be able to share a little bit of my experiences. Like you said. I'm come from church staff background. So I started as a web director at a fairly large church in Bradenton, Florida, Bayside Community Church, and then went and became a creative director for what is now a fairly large church. We helped build it up, so it wasn't large when we started, but so I've done the church staff role and kind of that side, the communications pieces.
You've been at large churches and you've been at small churches.
Yeah.
You've been at church plants, is that
yeah, so the small church was the church plant. So we started from zero and went
planters are heroes.
Yeah, church plants are so fun, and so we planted with an organization called ARC. I'm sure a lot of you are everybody's familiar with that, but it was a really great experience. You know, from logo design to website, first iterations of websites, like you know, all of the fun things that you go through as a church planner. It's just like, I need volunteers, I need to grow our presence and what we're doing, and so had to come up with kind of a social media strategy and a plan. And so and then God kind of opened up an opportunity for me at Outreach, which is really taking what I did for churches as an individual on the staff, reaching that community, and really just exponentially increasing my impact, because now I get to talk to hundreds of pastors a week and help them with their social media strategy and provide them with tools to be successful.
Okay, so why don't you tell me a little bit? You're still at a church, right? Like you're still helping out?
Yeah. So we actually another church plant. It's kind of cheating because it's Life Church, who's from Oklahoma, the big Life Church. They launched a location in Colorado Springs, so it's church planning because there was no Life Church Colorado Springs, but we definitely had a little bit of an edge there. So joined the Life Church Colorado Springs team last April, so almost a year ago. We were supposed to launch right at April, and then the pandemic hit.
Good time to begin a church.
What's that?
Good time to begin a church.
Oh, right, yeah. But and then they, you know, we were supposed to be in a middle school, and then like 2 weeks before we were supposed to launch, like pushed out the launch date into August. They're like, nah, we're not gonna rent out the middle school, and so excuse me, we actually had a church in town locally that was like, we reached out to him and be like, hey, this is a huge ask, but can we use your building at night? And so we're actually meeting currently in another church building, Mountain Springs church, and they have been incredible. And it's such a God story, because the networking and what Life Church brings to other churches through open network and those resources kind of provided us a place. But so I'm on the digital evangelism team at my church, and on the tech team, so I do some of the lighting and stuff during worship and the message.
Okay, so I'm a big fan, a big I don't know, proponent for digital evangelism. So I would love to know a little bit more about what you do on that team.
Yeah, for sure. So really cool structure. They found the pastors at Life Church really found a group of people, and they continue to just add people. And so if they see that you're active on social media, you're living above reproch and on your social media accounts, and they put you into
engaging and funny and a nice person,
right? Yeah. You've got it going. So they put you into this Facebook group, a private group, and you get a message from Pastor Craig every week directly to the digital evangelist team about how encouraged he is with us, and kind of what we need to do to step up the game, and
Right.
he's been praying for us, and then they'll have instructions for that week of like, hey, this post is going to go out on this day, this post is going to talk about this, and we really want you guys to share this post and tag a mom in the Mother's Day post. And they'll have like kind of these instructions, and it's like just all, and then all we have to do is like be part of that invitational culture, and that the idea of just taking and following the channels. And so it does one of two things. And so if I look at it from being a part of the digital evangelist team, like I'm a part of something really great. But if I look at it from my perspective of like, I used to be on church staffs, now I work for Outreach, like this concept is really, really such a big deal, because you are now empowering people in your community to be evangelists without having to say, hey, you need to bring 3 friends to church this week, or you need to, you have to go knock on 7 doors this week. Like you're literally empowering them. And so
I think that's really cool.
And the only way it works is if you have a strong social media game, right? Because if you don't, then it's like, okay, well, I have this group of people who are willing to share our posts and who are willing to do this, but we're not posting anything, or we're not being consistent on social media. So it's such a great concept. The digital evangelism is definitely worth doing for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. Okay, so on that note, tell me where you think social media is going for the church.
Yeah, for sure. So as we all experienced in March, we, like every church in America, basically had to become a digital version of itself, right? And so I think out of necessity, a lot, and I did a webinar on this a couple of weeks ago, but the difference between online church and church online. Online church being just out of necessity, broadcasting your service, just making everything come into your door, and then actually having church online experiment.
Totally different.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like swapping those
two.
Like
a play versus a TV show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but I just did, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so much more immersive when you're at a play, right? Like, you're like, wow, what are they going to do next? I don't know what to expect."
Yeah, and then you're involved in the and even the actors there, right? They feed off of your energy.
It's very engaging. Like there's clapping and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
exactly. And so what's that?
More of a community aspect, even in theater, because we're all together watching this. Even like at a movie theater, it's different than
it is
at a play.
Yeah, exactly. And so when you take that experience, and so out of necessity, like back in March, like we all started broadcasting, and a lot of us made the jump and the switch to church online, where we're trying to create this engaging environment. Well, just like on the weekend service, you have your weekend service, you have your greeter, you have your host, you have all this. And then you have small groups, and you have follow-up, and you have phone calls for prayer requests and things like that, right? So that's kind of been the model for church for so long. Well, now we have people that literally attend just digitally and online. And so where social media is taking that is now you have to build credibility, you have to build relationship, and you have to build constant communication through your social channels, because that's how digital attendees are going to engage with your church. And so you can't have, and we talk about this, pastors talk about this all the time. That's like, how do we retain and how do we connect with people? That's not just on a Sunday. Like, we don't want people to just show up on Sunday and then live life and then come back next Sunday. Well, the same thing with social media for your church. It's really important that you're engaging and you're consistent with that engagement, right? So daily posts and being involved and asking questions that aren't just like, hey, we got a food drive coming up this week, or we've got this. It's, hey, who's your favorite Bible character? Or, hey, tea or coffee? Engaging posts that build relationship, because the church has a stigma of that we want something from you. And this is what but in all reality, our churches, we have something for you. Like, we don't want something from you. And so when we have something for you, we have to be engaging and we have to be inviting and we have to do that. And so when we make those posts, now we're building a platform for our digital evangelists to share in their circle of influence. And so social media is the bridge between Sunday and Sunday,
right,
in building relationship.
But the church has to create content. And so that's the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you know this, I was a social media manager at a large church, at a mega church. And it was so overwhelming, especially as we grew into multiple campuses, right? We had like 8 campuses. I'm over here having to create all this content across all these campuses, making sure that we're posting every single day, multiple times a day sometimes, because getting that content out there is important. And like, you don't want to just create content that is I used to say you don't want to just create biblical content, but it's the truth. You want to create content that's fun, that's engaging, that asks questions, because Jesus didn't always, go up to somebody and start shouting a Bible verse at them, right? He met them where they were on the road.
Right.
And so we want to create fun, engaging content that's fresh, biblical content too. We want to create that kind of content as well. We want to create devotional content. We want to share Bible verses, those kind of things. And so how can pastors do this better? Do you know of any tools?
Yeah, thank you. That was a nice little tee up there. Yes, so you most certainly have to do that, but there's tools out there. One of which, Outreach Social. It's a product that I've helped develop over the last 2 years, and absolutely incredible. And this sounds like it's coming from me because I'm part of it, but like outside of what I do, I would use it because it's so incredible how.
Right. Honestly, I would use it. I've looked at it.
Right.
Jamie, so we did a webinar, Jamie and I, about a month ago, and I was just so impressed with how easy it was to use, that you could put watermarks over all your photos, your logo. You could do, you could have multiple accounts hooked up. You could post directly to Instagram. Like, these are things that I wish I had 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And so it was really useful.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, like, I feel like outreach, and I don't know if this is negative or in my mind it's not negative, but outreach is like mom and pop shop, right? Like you could literally get a hold of me and be like, hey, I really need something like, I need this type of graphic in the library. Like, we just had a request. We had two pastors in the same day say, hey, can we get scriptures that are from the King James Version? All we had was the new King James Version. Like, hey, can we get scriptures from the King James Version? You know what we did? We added 25 new graphics that week for King James scriptures. That's and awesome. So like it's so relational that this product is built so much for pastors and for social media managers and for churches, that like it's not really about like, hey, we have a vision for this product. Like, we have like we literally took ideas from hundreds of churches and shoved them together and made a very user-friendly experience to where you don't have to create your own content. There's 3,500 graphics in the graphics library. You don't have to pick which graphics you want to send out. You can just pick a category that's like, I want to send out Bible scriptures on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want to send out fun posts like tea or coffee or around the campfire questions on Fridays. And I want to invite people to church on Saturdays. You create 3 auto schedulers with those different categories. Boom, it's already done for you. And then you can go into the social calendar. You can see what posts are coming up. If there's something you don't like, you just change it. You don't have to spend a ton of time and energy building out your social media strategy. The strategy is, let's do it. Like
I wanted to share the screen and show everybody a little bit the features and whatnot. So this is Outreach Social, and then I just wanted to show you the features of the social. I mean, they have like a sites thing as well, but the social media thing is so cool. The daily automated post, increasing your Facebook engagement by 3 times. You can add your own graphics to the library. You can download images from the library. So there's a daily graphic that's different for every church, post automatically to Facebook. You can schedule posts from the graphics library, update posts in your socials calendar. You can even add your own posts to it. Like I saw Jamie uploaded. You can upload all your graphics if you want to, which is really cool. And so there's so many neat things that are going on with it. And so I just wanted to kind of show it real quick.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's definitely, and it's a work in progress, right? So like it's continually being developed. But imagine this is on the roadmap. Well, from what I can remember and understand. But and so imagine being able to have your photography volunteers upload their photos to a Dropbox or a Google Drive, automatically gets them put over into Outreach Social, and automatically creates an auto scheduler for your Instagram. So
Yes.
now your Instagram is full of weekend photos from your photographers without having to do anything, right? So like, brilliant, right? Like it's taking Canva, it's taking Sunday Social, it's taking Hootsuite and Later and all of those, and just throwing it into one, and it's less than $20 a month. Like the fact of that alone is like incredible because of all of the stuff you get with it. And it I don't know. It sounds so sales pitchy because I work for Outreach, but I'm telling you guys, like this is legit.
I don't work for Outreach.
Right. She doesn't work for
we
Outreach.
are partnered with Outreach. But at the same time, like I was a social media manager at church, like, and I know how hard it is to do this kind of stuff. And seeing how easy it was, if y'all want to go back and check out that webinar with Jamie, it's going to be posted in the announcements still. So if you want to go and check that back out, like, and see the walkthrough of it, it's just it's an incredible software. So
and also, like, if you are still skeptical, you could try it for free. Download as many graphics as you want within that first 14 days. Nobody's going to hunt you down if you download all 3,500. You download as much as you want. Try it for 14 days. Make sure you set up an auto scheduler so you know the full power of it.
Yeah.
And then cancel it. Like, I'm not mad if you don't like the program. I want it to be
let them know though why. Like, right? Like if there's something they can do to improve, I am sure they will do that.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's nothing that you can be like, well, we really want to do this. Like we had a church the other day that they wanted to have 2 different logos on their posts for one different thing, which totally makes sense and something we missed. And so we're gonna fix that. You're gonna be able to have a logo that is for one set of social profiles and one for the other. You can have
I think that's great because like I said, I was at multiple, so our church had multiple campuses, but every campus had their own brand.
Right.
And so it was always something I was having to do is over here putting up multiple brands. So yeah, if you can have multiple logos.
Yeah, brand management, all that. Yeah. So
right?
Yeah, everything. Yes. Those are the things that are in the hopper. I think spoiler alert, because I'm not even sure I'm supposed to say this because I saw it in like a random Slack channel. That like I just like don't know if I was about to say it.
People who are watching this now won't share.
We're gonna be doing video soon, like being able to auto schedule video. Like
get out of here
in the next couple weeks. So the dev's almost done. We just have to get approval from Facebook. So
I just want you to take my money personally.
Yeah,
like, I mean, this is such a cool tool.
Right. Yeah. So like being able to upload your own videos and have them auto schedule out.
Really cheap to me, like $19 a month for like the whole graphics library plus being able to schedule. So like Hootsuite, I don't know how much the minimum price on there is anymore, but I know the free edition went away.
Yeah.
I remember paying personally like $49 a month back in the day. That was like 5 years ago.
Yep.
Maybe $29 for like the lowest tier, and that's still more expensive.
It's great. And $19 a month is if you pay monthly. You actually save 20% if you pay annually. So like it goes down to like $14 a month if you just paid it upfront.
Yeah, so, I feel like that's a no-brainer, and there's no limit to how many accounts you hook up.
No. And
that's why like Hootsuite, it was like we paid $10 per extra account after our like 10 accounts or something.
Yeah. And what's interesting too, and again, because I think it's a tool for churches to help, and like we didn't think about stopping you from doing this, you can have as many organizations underneath your account as you want. And so say you built it like that, where your kids ministry is an organization in the software, and then your adult
so you can do different logos.
You can do different logos. You can do different ministries, and go. You could have as many as you want organizations, and then you can have collaborators. So it's not per seat either. So like you as a social media.
I could have volunteers doing this.
You can have volunteers in the platform. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like it sells itself. But again, all that to say, there's that tool, right?
You need to
Okay,
have this whole
but
list of things on the
it's
website. There needs
yeah,
to be more. 'Cause
yes.
I'm like, this isn't even mentioned on the website. Like,
I know. We gotta fix it. We gotta
yeah,
work
you
it
need a
out,
better
right?
value stack on here because I'm like, what you can do? You can add all the people you want to this thing.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
add
users are a
more
big deal.
things.
I don't know why it's not on there. I'm gonna get off the phone and go
It
do
fix
that.
the website. Actually,
Yeah, but I guess Katie, I say all of that, like, and I'm passionate about this, the tool and the program. But I say that because of what we just talked about, which is being consistent during the week, building relationship, building engagement with your community, your digital community, and that's a tool that can help you do that,
right.
regardless as if you use Outreach Social or not. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, this isn't like really a negotiable. Like, this is something you have to do if you're going to continue to shepherd God's people and be disciples. Like, that's how you're doing it now. This is 2021. Like, this is how we disciple people. We engage with them. We have a softball toss, like, here's a tea or coffee question. And then the next week, they're getting into, like, favorite book of the Bible. And then there's like the, conversations in the comments that start when you ask biblical questions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an opportunity to meet people where they are, set up coffee engagements, and go, meet with people in the community. Like, it's unbelievable that what social media can do. So if you have like 20 followers on your church Facebook page and it's just not growing, encourage from the platform the people in your church to
Like
be
the page.
involved, become a digital evangelist,
Yeah.
be involved.
I used to always say we're going on a digital mission trip.
There you go.
And right now, like, everybody open the Facebook page,
I
hit
love
that
that.
you're going to our latest event, right? Like, so I
Yeah.
used to call this is my secret actually, Aaron. Or sorry, Kevin. I would say like, okay, so I would say we were going on a digital mission trip, and for Easter, we had our entire choir hit the Easter event on Facebook, hit they're going all at the same time. We had 200 people in our choir, so I know that's not fair. But if you had 50 people in your church, this would still work.
Yeah.
And then everybody hitting going at the same time brought us like
broke the algorithm.
14,000 reach
I love that.
24 hours. We didn't pay a dime for that.
I love that.
And so if you can share, like, ask the people to share this content, like, that's going to pay off in spades, but it's giving the social media platform some airtime, usually from the platform that helps.
Yeah. And that brings up just one, like, last, like, food for thought, right? There's been a lot of, like, controversy around, like, churches backing Facebook and, like, everything that kind of goes on with social media and, like, why we're doing that. Here's my thing. You're not going to control the people in your community that aren't part of your church from being on social media. So now we have to use this as a tool, and we have to view it as a opportunity. Right. And we can't just get mad about all the censoring and the political posts. And you can't harbor on that. What you have to see is, like, now is a great time to be posting, like, about Jesus and about your church and inviting, right? Like, like, there's so much garbage.
So much outrage.
Yeah.
You can be the hope and the salt of the
100%. 100%.
Like, if you can be a light, that's all you're supposed to do, right? Jesus just told us to love one another. And so we can share the love of Christ on the internet by sharing funny videos, funny pictures from memes and stuff from our church's account, and then starting conversations with people. Like, I always think about social media too. Like, it's a place where we create relationship. It's a place where, because life change happens in the context of relationship, but how do we get in relationship with people who are far from Christ? And I feel like social media is the easiest way to do that.
Yeah. My pastor always said, if you want to reach people where they are, you have to go to where they are. Right. And they're on social media. Right. So, like, everybody's there. Like 99.9% of America, they're on social media. So I think to kind of just summarize our conversation, Katie, I believe 100% that if you're doing nothing on social media, you're missing out. You are absolutely 100% not taking advantage of an opportunity that God has put in front of you. And if you are doing some, but you're not doing what we've talked about today, I really think that you should consider stepping up your social media game, checking out Outreach Social for the free trial, doing something, whether scheduling out you can use the free scheduler on Facebook. Be intentional about posting on a regular basis. Be intentional about posting things that cause engagement and build relationships during the week, so that when Sunday comes around, hearts are softer and they have a better opportunity to experience Jesus in a different way, because they feel like they have relationship with you. It's so much easier to talk to somebody about Jesus in the context of relationship than just a cold call. And so like think of weekly and daily social media posts as that, like building relationship, so that when Sunday comes around, it's not a cold call. It is an absolute wall breaking down strategic plan to help your community find Jesus during a gospel presentation.
I love it. All right. Well, thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I love this. Thank you. If you guys need anything, I'll see the post on the group, and I'll drop my email below it in the comments, or you can DM me on Messenger. I'd love to have conversations with anybody who wants to listen.
All right. And you can go to churchcommunications.com/outreach-digital. Again, that's churchcommunications.com/outreach-digital. And you can learn more about it. And we're so excited to be partnered with Outreach and doing this kind of stuff, because I think it's amazing. So
awesome.
Thank you.